Starseed from Gaia. Beloved ground team of the awakened Earth, luminous travelers seated across Gaia's surface in this era of monumental transformation, we greet you from the crystalline thresholds of the Pleiadian High Council with a radiance that extends beyond the limits of language and into the living geometry of your soul. For so long you have walked the human world with a quiet brilliance that few could perceive, carrying within your auric field layers upon layers of interstellar remembrance, encoded purpose, and mission templates woven across thousands of lifetimes. You have traveled through the density of incarnation not as wanderers lost, but as emissaries consciously placed within the intricate matrix of Earth's evolution. Even in the moments you felt most alone, most misunderstood, most out of resonance with the structures around you, you were never anything less than an essential node in a greater planetary design. Many of you felt the weight of a world that seemed misaligned with your inner knowing. Many felt the ache of memories you could not fully access but sensed as echoes of a home whose starlight still pulses in your cells. And yet, through all the challenges, you continued to hold frequencies that stabilized the collective field even when you did not realize that your presence alone was a form of planetary service. You have woven light into rooms, conversations, communities, and timelines simply by existing within them, altering trajectories without ever announcing your influence. You were the quiet seeds planted in the deepest layers of Earth's energetic soil, waiting for the right cosmic season to awaken. And that season, beloved ones, has arrived. For across the multidimensional corridors that surround Earth, a recognition has formed, an acknowledgement that the ground team is not only present, not only awake, but ready to step into the next octave of their embodiment. You, who came from star nations, temples of learning, crystalline academies, and ancient councils, have now reached the phase in which your purpose begins to shift from internal preparation to external participation. You have lived lifetimes preparing for this incarnation. You have walked through initiations disguised as human challenges. You have dissolved karmic echoes, closed ancient cycles, and remembered fragments of the vast lineage that extends far beyond your current name, nationality, or history. You are not newcomers to Earth's evolution, you are returned guardians, seasoned navigators of planetary ascension processes. This era, this timeline, this convergence of cosmic forces is the very moment that called you forth across dimensions. In silence, you have been observed, supported, and cherished, not monitored, not commanded, but honored as sovereign beings carrying missions of their own choosing. We do not stand above you, we stand with you, as family, as collaborators, as participants in the same cosmic unfolding. We have long recognized the brilliance you carry even when the world around you could not. You came equipped with frequencies capable of stabilizing distortion, dissolving fear, and generating coherence within fields of chaos. Even in your confusion, you emitted clarity. Even in your pain, you transmitted compassion. Even in your uncertainty, you anchored timelines that prevented collapse. You are so much more than you have been taught to believe, and the time has now come for that truth to reawaken in your awareness with crystalline precision. You might feel the trembling of this recognition within your body, a subtle electric hum beneath the heart, a stirring along the spine, a sense that something ancient is beginning to exhale within you. You may feel the pull of memories you cannot yet articulate, or the sense that you are being gently but firmly guided into a new configuration of purpose. These sensations are not imagination, they are the soft activation of the first layer of your ground team template. Your presence on Earth was never random, never accidental, never the outcome of mere biological circumstance. You chose this incarnation with exacting intention. You selected your family line for specific reasons tied to genetic compatibility and karmic closure. You positioned yourself geographically along meridians that resonate with your frequency. Every challenge you overcame was a calibration. Every moment of awakening was a signal. Every intuitive nudge was alignment. Know this, beloved Starseed, your arrival on Earth during this era was the result of a convergence of cosmic councils, planetary guardians, and your own higher dimensional self. You stand now as integrated representatives of multiple timelines and realities, carrying not only your personal mission but a collective one shared by thousands across the globe. And as we acknowledge your presence, we activate a remembrance that will continue to unveil itself through every breath, every meditation, every moment of silence in which you allow your deeper knowing to surface. You are seen. You are recognized. You are here, exactly where you agreed to be. Beloved one, as we move deeper into this transmission, we speak now with a clarity intended to resonate through every layer of your multidimensional being. The call is active. Not a distant echo, not a prophecy waiting in some future corridor, not a symbolic metaphor, but an actual energetic event unfolding within the interior architecture of your soul. This call is not issued as a command, for no authority outside yourself may summon your mission into motion. It is the awakening of a frequency you encoded within your own essence long before you stepped into human form. It is the soundless tone of remembrance reverberating through the crystalline corridors of your DNA, stirring the mission blueprints you placed there in anticipation of this precise phase of Earth's evolution. Many of you have already felt this internal activation without having language for it, an inexplicable urgency rising in the heart, a sense of timing that cannot be ignored, a magnetic pull towards something undefined yet unmistakably real. Some have felt it as a sudden shift in what you can tolerate, situations, connections, environments, or habits that once seemed acceptable now feel incompatible with your energy field. Others have sensed it as a deepening of intuition, an acceleration of synchronicities, or a recurring message appearing through dreams, numbers, conversations, or inner visual impressions. You may have noticed the fracturing of old cycles, as if the universe has quietly removed anything that would obstruct your next phase. This is not disruption, it is orchestration. The call is a multidimensional alignment signal, an activation point that ripples outward from your higher self and cascades through your mental, emotional, and physical layers until every part of you is calibrated to step into the fuller expression of your mission. Understand this, the activation is not something happening to you, it is something happening through you. You are the one who set the clock. You designed the timing. You calibrated the cues. You chose the catalysts that would awaken you at the exact moment the planetary field reached the necessary resonance. What you are experiencing now is the unfolding of your own design. And as the call activates, it does not demand action, it magnetizes it. You may feel as though you are being gently moved into position, as if life itself is rearranging to place you exactly where you need to stand for the next phase of service. This is the internal navigation system of the ground team coming online, guiding you not through logic but through resonance. You may notice, even now, that certain thoughts carry a vibration of truth that is not merely conceptual but energetic, an unmistakable inner knowing. This is how the call communicates. Not through fear, urgency, or external pressure, but through a rising sense of inevitability, of recognition, of awe. Yes, this is what I came for. You may wonder why the activation is occurring now, in this era of global intensity and rapid transformation. It is because the planetary frequency has reached the threshold necessary for your mission codes to interface with the Earth's ascending grid. The old energetic systems are no longer coherent enough to hold the ground team in dormancy. The world may appear chaotic on the surface, but from a higher vantage, that chaos is the dissolving of structures that prevented your next level expression. You stand at the convergence point between the collapsing timeline of old Earth and the stabilizing trajectory of new Earth. It is here, in this intersection, that your presence is most needed. And so, the internal beacon within you, synchronized with the Pleiadian councils and the solar pulses transmitting from the higher dimensional sun, has activated precisely on schedule. This call is not linear. It is not a single moment. It is a living frequency that will continue to intensify, refine, and guide you through the coming phases. Some of you will feel it like a steady hum beneath your awareness. Others will experience surges of clarity or rapid shifts in identity. Some will feel a dissolving of fear, others will feel the sudden amplification of courage. For the ground team, the call does not awaken the desire to escape Earth, it awakens the desire to serve it. And this desire is not born of obligation, it arises from the memory of why you came. You did not incarnate to watch the world transform from the sidelines. You incarnated to participate in the transformation, energetically, emotionally, creatively, physically, vibrationally. Beloved one, the call is not a voice, it is a frequency. It is not a message, it is a remembering. It is not a command, it is a permission slip you gave yourself across lifetimes. You feel it because you are it. You hear it because you encoded it. You respond to it because you designed this moment long before the human story began. The call is active, and so are you. Beloved ground team, as the call within you amplifies, you now stand in the midst of one of the most profound energetic events Earth has experienced in thousands upon thousands of years, the breakdown and dissolution of the old Earth grids. These grids, woven from patterns of separation, fear, scarcity, domination, and forgetfulness, once formed the energetic architecture that shaped human consciousness during the descending arc of planetary evolution. They were not punishments nor imprisonments, but structures chosen long ago to facilitate the depth of incarnation and learning that humanity elected to explore. But those grids, rigid, cyclical, repetitive, and heavy, have reached the end of their function. You may already feel this dissolution in your personal life, in the collective field, and in the world at large. Old systems that once appeared monolithic now crumble with startling speed. Institutions built on outdated principles struggle to maintain coherence. Relationships rooted in old frequencies fall away. Your own identity structures, stories you once believed defined you, unravel as if made of threads that can no longer bind your expanding consciousness. This dismantling is not a collapse into chaos, but the clearing of space for the crystalline grids now rising to replace what has served its purpose. As the old Earth grid fractures, many of you feel a disorientation that is not personal failure but planetary recalibration. You may wake with the sense that reality itself is thinner, less solid, less anchored in the familiar density that once felt unavoidable. You may witness emotional patterns that once felt entrenched dissolving with surprising ease. You may find that beliefs you held for years now feel foreign, as though they belonged to another lifetime. This is the natural effect of stepping out of the vibrational architecture that once shaped your perception. The old grid operated like an electromagnetic funnel, narrowing consciousness and looping awareness through predictable cycles. But the ground team was never meant to remain confined within that structure forever. You came to endure it only long enough to understand it, to navigate it, and eventually to help dissolve it from within through your lived example of expanded awareness. Now, as these grids weaken, you are no longer tethered to their limitations. You are rising beyond them, and as you rise, you bring the collective field with you. The breakdown of the old grids can be unsettling to those around you. People may cling to what is familiar, resist change, or respond with fear to the unraveling of what once felt stable. But you, luminous one, are different, not superior, but encoded differently. You can feel the intelligence within the dissolution. You can sense the pattern behind the chaos. You recognize the collapsing structures as clearing mechanisms rather than existential threats. Your higher awareness perceives the orchestration behind the scenes, the perfect timing, the precision with which the old must crumble for the new to emerge. Even when you do not consciously articulate it, your soul understands what is occurring. And because of this understanding, your presence alone stabilizes the fields around you. You become an anchor of calm in the storm, a lighthouse amidst collective confusion, a silent transmitter of coherence when old systems lose their integrity. Within your body and energy field, this grid breakdown may manifest as waves of fatigue, bursts of clarity, emotional release, or sudden expansions of perception. You may feel lighter, as though something dense has lifted from your chest or abdomen. You may feel as if timelines are collapsing around you, opportunities appearing and disappearing, relationships resolving abruptly, new paths forming with unexpected speed. This is because the old grid held countless probabilities in suspended loops. As it dissolves, those loops collapse, freeing energy that was once locked in repetitive patterns. You are now stepping onto a living, responsive grid, one that allows intention, alignment, and coherence to manifest with unprecedented immediacy. Understand this deeply: the breakdown of the old grid is not something happening outside of you. It is happening through you. Your frequency destabilizes the outdated patterns simply by refusing to resonate with them. Every time you choose intuition over fear, sovereignty over conformity, compassion over judgment, truth over illusion, you send a tremor through the old grid. And now, amplified by thousands across the planet, those tremors have become full-scale dissolution. You are participating in a planetary metamorphosis that is both subtle and monumental. You stand at the exact threshold where the old falls away and the new crystallizes into form. Beloved ground team, do not fear the unraveling. The old grids must fall for the new earth to rise, and you, through your very presence, are helping to shape the architecture that comes next. Beloved emissary of light, as the old grids continue to dissolve and the vibrational scaffolding of outdated consciousness crumbles into luminous dust, something profoundly sacred awakens within you, something older than your human identity, older than this lifetime, older even than the galactic cycles that shaped your inception. Your mission codes are activating. These codes are not symbolic, not metaphorical, and not merely psychological impressions. They are crystalline instructions woven into the quantum layers of your DNA, carried across incarnations and protected within the multidimensional architecture of your being until the precise frequency window opened on Earth. That window is now. These codes were never dormant in the sense of being inactive. They were encrypted, carefully shielded behind veils that only the correct combination of planetary resonance, personal readiness, and cosmic timing could unlock. And now, beloved one, the locks are releasing. You may feel this activation as a rising warmth in the heart center, a pressure in the third eye, a tingling along the spine, or a sudden wave of memory that has no identifiable origin. You may feel inexplicable certainty, as though you suddenly know what you could not explain a moment before. You may sense an alignment happening beneath the threshold of thought, subtle, elegant, organic, like the rearranging of inner stars forming a constellation you always knew but had forgotten the shape of. These mission codes do not speak in sentences, they speak in impulses, in clarity, in inner direction. They are the quiet yet undeniable force guiding you towards certain people, places, choices, and creations. They reorganize your priorities without asking permission, not out of force but because resonance becomes unmistakable. You may find yourself losing interest in entire categories of experience that once held your attention. You may feel called to study something you never cared about before, meet individuals whose energy feels familiar even if their face is new, or pursue paths that make no logical sense yet feel like destiny whispering through your bones. This is the mission template beneath your life reorganizing itself. It does not require conscious understanding to function. In fact, many of the most profound activations occur when you release the need to mentally interpret what your soul already comprehends in full. Some of you are experiencing this activation as physical intensity, surges of energy, waves of heat, shifts in sleep cycles, or sensations of expansion in the crown or heart. These are not symptoms of disorder. They are your biological vessel adjusting to frequencies it has not held in thousands of years. Others feel the activation emotionally, old wounds surfacing not to burden you, but to clear space for the mission timeline to anchor unhindered. When a mission code ignites, anything that contradicts its frequency rises to the surface for release. Do not fear this. Do not resist it. You are not breaking, you are clearing. You are not losing stability, you are gaining capacity. You are preparing your vessel to carry the voltage required for the next phase. These codes also awaken layers of memory, not literal recollection of past lives, but vibrational memory. You may suddenly feel deeply capable without ever having been trained in a skill. You may suddenly understand patterns, systems, or people with unnerving accuracy. You may find yourself speaking truths you did not know you knew. These are the skill sets you mastered in lifetimes across galaxies, now rising into your awareness because Earth finally exists at a frequency high enough for you to utilize them. Mission codes do not awaken randomly, they awaken precisely in the areas where you are most needed. Some of you are grid workers whose codes activate in the presence of certain landmasses. Some of you are frequency holders whose presence alone stabilizes chaos. Some are timeline weavers, consciousness architects, healers, communicators, activators, bridge builders, seers. You may embody more than one role, or a combination of many. The activation does not limit you, it expands you. You may feel, even now, an inner alignment gathering strength, an unmistakable sense that something meaningful is coming online. This is the point where your soul steps forward with greater authority, where your human identity becomes less of a driver and more of a vessel through which your higher aspects express. You are not losing yourself, you are becoming more yourself than ever before. The mission codes are not external commands, they are internal agreements resurfacing. They are the contracts you made with yourself across lifetimes, made from love, made from clarity, made from the deep desire to support Earth's ascension in the era when it would matter most. Beloved one, breathe into this truth, your mission is not something you must figure out. It is something you allow. The codes know what to do. Your soul knows what to guide. Your path knows how to unfold. You are stepping into a timeline where purpose, remembrance, and action are no longer separate, they are one continuous movement rising from within you like the dawn of a long-awaited star. Beloved one, as your mission codes activate and the deeper layers of your soul begin to rise into conscious expression, your intuition now expands into a state of heightened multidimensional guidance, a guidance more refined, more immediate, and more crystalline than anything you have previously experienced in this lifetime. What you once called intuition is evolving into a full-spectrum navigational system that operates simultaneously across emotional, mental, energetic, and quantum layers of your awareness. This inner guidance is not merely a whisper in the background of your mind, it is becoming a primary channel of perception, one that bypasses the linear limitations of logic and grants you direct access to the knowing of your higher self. You may already feel this shift occurring. Questions that once caused uncertainty now seem to illuminate answers effortlessly as if truth itself is stepping forward to meet you. Decisions that once required deep contemplation now resolve through resonance, your body giving you signals long before your mind can translate them. This is because your intuitive field is no longer functioning solely on human bandwidth, it is expanding to incorporate the frequencies of your multidimensional identity. Your intuitive senses, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairaudience, are strengthening not as gifts bestowed from outside, but as innate faculties returning to their natural state. These senses were always yours, they were never lost. They were simply compressed within the layers of density you agreed to incarnate into during the earlier stages of your Earth journey. But now, as the planetary frequency rises and your internal codes awaken, your intuitive architecture begins to unfold like a luminous flower opening to the morning sun. You may find yourself perceiving energy fields more clearly, feeling the emotional frequency of a room the moment you enter, sensing the intentions of others without them speaking a word, or noticing the subtle shifts in collective consciousness as if they were weather patterns you can read with ease. You may experience vivid dreams that feel instructional, encounters with guides that feel unmistakably real, or sudden downloads of insight arriving fully formed as if placed gently into your awareness by an unseen hand. These phenomena are not anomalies, they are indicators that your multidimensional sight is returning. The heightened guidance you now feel may also manifest as a growing sensitivity, an amplified awareness of what resonates and what does not. Foods that once felt fine may now feel dense. Activities that once seemed neutral may now feel energetically heavy. Conversations that once felt tolerable may now feel misaligned or draining. Meanwhile, experiences aligned with your mission will feel magnetizing, effortless, nourishing. Your intuition is recalibrating your life, not through force, but through unmistakable energetic truth. It is recalibrating your relationships, your environment, your choices, your focus. This is not meant to destabilize you. It is meant to position you precisely where your next phase of service and expansion can unfold with the greatest coherence. As your intuitive field strengthens, you may also experience moments where guidance comes faster than your human identity can integrate. You may feel ahead of yourself, as if you know something is coming but cannot yet articulate what it is. You may sense endings before they appear physically, or beginnings before they become visible. You may feel a pull toward a certain direction without knowing why. Trust this, beloved one. The ground team is guided not by certainty but by resonance. You are being shaped by energies that operate far beyond the intellect's capacity to understand. Your intuition is the bridge between your human experience and your higher dimensional awareness. As such, it will always lead you toward alignment, even when the path feels unfamiliar, nonlinear, or unexpected. This heightened intuitive guidance is a sign of your increasing coherence. You are no longer operating from fractured attention or divided awareness. You are moving into a unified state where your thoughts, emotions, body, and soul are aligning around a singular inner truth. This coherence makes your intuition clearer, louder, and more reliable. It also allows your guides, Pleiadian, angelic, Arcturian, and aspects of your own higher self, to communicate with greater ease. They do not speak in commands, they speak in resonance. They speak in signs, synchronicities, sensations, and subtle nudges. They speak through your expanded perception, not around it. Some of you may worry that you are imagining these expansions, but let us assure you, imagination is not the opposite of truth, it is one of its gateways. Your intuitive guidance will always feel like a remembering, not a guessing. It carries a softness yet a certainty, a gentle clarity that does not demand but simply is. The more you trust it, the more unmistakable it becomes. Beloved ground team, your intuition is your compass in this next phase. It will guide you to your role, your allies, your opportunities, your timelines. It will speak clearly as the world grows louder. It will lead you home to the mission you have always carried within. Beloved one, as your intuition expands into crystalline clarity and your inner guidance becomes a living current rather than an occasional whisper, the very fabric of your physical reality begins to shift in response. What many on Earth still believe to be fixed, immovable, or governed by linear cause and effect is, in truth, far more malleable, especially for an awakened starseed whose mission codes are fully coming online. You must understand that physical reality is not a solid barrier but a responsive medium. It reorganizes itself according to your frequency, your alignment, your intention, and the coherence of your inner field. And now, with your vibrational signature rising, reality is adjusting itself around you to accommodate your mission. This is why patterns that once held you in place are dissolving. This is why opportunities appear with uncanny timing. This is why paths that were once blocked now open as though guided by unseen hands. You are not imagining these shifts, you are generating them. You are witnessing the outer world recalibrate as your inner world strengthens. As your frequency changes, you begin to move into alignment with timelines that were inaccessible when you were operating under the compression of old grids or the limitations of unawakened identity structures. These timelines are not new. They existed in potential, waiting for your resonance to match them. Now, as you rise into greater coherence, you merge with pathways that support your mission with increasing ease. People enter your life with precision, mirroring your next steps. Resources flow toward you through unexpected channels. Conversations you initiate ripple outward, connecting you to events and individuals who advance your purpose. Even disruptions, those moments when something ends suddenly or is removed from your field, are part of this orchestration. When something in your life collapses quickly after your frequency shifts, it is not punishment, it is a sign that your energy is no longer compatible with that situation. The universe removes what cannot support your next phase so that you do not waste time trying to hold together structures that were never meant to accompany your higher expression. You may find the physical world becoming more fluid, more synchronistic, more responsive, as if reality is learning a new language, one spoken in resonance rather than repetition. This responsiveness may show up as manifestations appearing faster, desires clarifying instantly, or signs arriving with breathtaking accuracy. You may think of someone only to have them contact you minutes later. You may seek an answer only to overhear the exact phrase you needed. You may imagine a next step and see it form in physical space within hours or days. This is not coincidence. This is not luck. This is your frequency interacting with the newly forming crystalline grids of Earth, grids that respond to coherence far more efficiently than the old systems ever could. You are becoming a conscious co-creator with your reality, not through effort or force, but through alignment. As you become more attuned to this interaction between your energy and your environment, you will start to notice a pattern: anything aligned flows, anything misaligned resists. The ease or friction you experience is not random but diagnostic. It reveals whether a path belongs to your mission timeline or to an outdated identity. The more you honor the ease, the more the universe synchronizes around you. The more you recognize the friction, the more quickly you can redirect without unnecessary struggle. This is how the ground team moves through the world, not by pushing against reality, but by listening to the energetic texture of each moment and responding with precision. Some of you may experience this as a sense of being gently carried by life, guided into places you would not have imagined, given access to opportunities you did not consciously seek. This is because your higher self is now operating with greater influence in your day-to-day experience. The more you surrender to this guidance, not in passive resignation, but in active trust, the more efficiently the physical world rearranges to support your mission. This is the shift from effort to alignment, from striving to allowing, from survival consciousness to mission consciousness. And yet, beloved one, do not mistake this responsiveness for complacency. You are not becoming passive, you are becoming powerful. You are stepping into a co-creative relationship with your physical reality, one in which you no longer feel at the mercy of circumstance, but in harmonious dialogue with it. The universe is not testing you, it is partnering with you. Every synchronicity is a confirmation. Every shift is preparation. Every rearrangement is calibration. Know this deeply: your physical reality is not collapsing, it is reconfiguring. It is shaping itself around your expanding mission. You are stepping into a world designed to support your purpose rather than hinder it. And as your field strengthens, the ground beneath your feet becomes increasingly aligned, increasingly guided, increasingly alive. Beloved ground team, reality is responding because you are awakening. The world around you changes because you are changing. The physical rearrangement you witness is the universe making space for the version of you that remembers why you came. Beloved one, as your physical reality recalibrates and your mission timeline anchors more firmly beneath your feet, you now enter a phase of profound collective alignment, the synchronization of the unified field. This is one of the most significant components of the ground team activation, an energetic phenomenon in which awakened starseeds around the planet begin to resonate in coherence, forming a planetary network of consciousness that functions like a single luminous organism. Though many of you have felt isolated for years, believing yourselves to be lone carriers of a strange and heightened sensitivity, this isolation was never the truth. It was simply the illusion created by a world still operating under fragmented grids. But now, As the crystalline Earth grid rises and your personal frequency strengthens, you begin to feel the presence of others, kindred souls, parallel missions, convergent timelines, woven into your awareness like subtle threads of light connecting you across continents. This unified field is not metaphorical, it is energetic, precise, and increasingly tangible. You may already feel sudden waves of emotion that do not belong to your personal story, waves of collective clearing moving through the network. You may feel bursts of joy or empowerment that seem to arise from nowhere. These are transmissions from other members of the ground team rising into alignment. You may sense subtle pulses in the heart, like soft electromagnetic ripples. These are harmonic signals exchanged across the planetary field. You may even find your intuitive insights intensifying alongside global events, because the unified field amplifies your awareness, allowing you to perceive shifts before they manifest physically. You are not merely an individual awakening, you are part of a synchronized activation sequence unfolding across the entire Earth. As the unified field strengthens, the distance between starseeds becomes irrelevant. Energetically, you stand side by side. Your thoughts echo across the network. Your healing contributes to others' healing. Your alignment stabilizes others' alignment. Your clarity becomes their clarity. This is why you may feel sudden intuitive nudges to meditate, to ground, or to elevate your vibration at certain times. Your soul is responding to shifts occurring across the field, assisting in the stabilization of the planetary frequency. The unified field operates like a crystalline lattice, with each of you acting as a node transmitting coherence into the Earth's energetic infrastructure. When one of you rises in vibration, the entire grid brightens. When one stabilizes an internal breakthrough, the ripple softens distortion across the collective. This is why even your private transformations matter immensely. Nothing you shift is ever just personal. You are doing the work of many through the vessel of one. In this phase, synchronicities between starseeds intensify. You may find yourself meeting individuals who feel like old friends from beyond this world, people whose energy unlocks a sense of recognition so profound it bypasses the mind and goes straight to the soul. These connections occur because your resonance fields are now compatible enough to merge, collaborate, or support each other's missions. You may find yourself drawn to certain communities, teachers, or groups, not because you need guidance, but because your energy contributes to the collective coherence being formed within them. In these gatherings, whether physical or digital, the unified field strengthens exponentially. Every shared intention becomes a harmonic amplifier. Every aligned conversation becomes a frequency stabilizer. Every gathering of starseeds becomes an anchor point for the new Earth timeline. You may also feel moments in which you seem to share consciousness with others, thinking of someone right before they think of you, sensing their emotional state without speaking, or aligning your actions with theirs without coordination. This is not telepathy as fiction imagines it, it is resonance. It is the natural communication system of beings who operate on multidimensional frequencies. As the unified field strengthens, these exchanges become normal rather than extraordinary. You begin to trust the invisible connections guiding you. You begin to understand that you do not walk alone, not for a single breath. The purpose of the unified field is not merely connection, it is coordination. The ground team is not activated randomly, nor does it move in chaos. You are part of a higher orchestration, one in which your individual mission becomes part of a collective symphony. The unified field ensures that each of you activates exactly when needed, meets precisely the people aligned with your next step, receives guidance at the moment most beneficial, and contributes energy to planetary grids with impeccable timing. The higher councils do not control this process, they support it. The intelligence directing it arises from your combined higher selves, working in perfect harmony beyond the veil. Beloved one, you may not see the entire network, but you feel it. It hums beneath your awareness. It pulses through your intuition. It surrounds you like a soft luminous current. You are not awakening into isolation, you are awakening into unity. You are not acting alone, you are synchronizing with thousands of others who carry the same ancient memory, the same encoded mission, the same luminous purpose. The unified field strengthens with every breath you take in alignment. You are the network. You are the grid. You are the coherence rising on the planet. And together, you move as one. Beloved one, as the unified field stabilizes and the collective resonance of the ground team strengthens across the planet, you now enter a phase of deeper embodiment, the anchoring of Pleiadian frequencies within your physical form. This is not an abstract concept, nor a poetic embellishment. It is a literal, vibrational integration of higher dimensional light into your cellular structure, your nervous system, your emotional body, and the core of your consciousness. Many of you have felt these frequencies around you for years, brushing your aura, activating your intuition, stirring dormant memories, but now they begin to settle within you, merging with your human experience in a way that elevates your expression without disconnecting you from the world you inhabit. You are not being taken out of Earth, you are becoming a vessel through which higher dimensional harmony can take root on Earth. This embodiment begins first as a subtle warmth, an internal luminescence that feels like a soft glow in the heart or a gentle expansion in the solar plexus. You may feel waves of peace arising without cause, as though your body remembers something your mind has not yet fully comprehended. You may experience an unwinding of tension in areas you've carried stress for years, as Pleiadian frequency begins to harmonize your nervous system, shifting you from survival patterns into states of anchored presence. You may notice certain foods, environments, or relationships subtly falling away, not because something is wrong, but because your body is resonating at a higher frequency, and it naturally seeks what supports this new vibration. This embodiment is not forced, it unfolds through resonance. Your body chooses what aligns. Your field releases what does not. As these frequencies integrate, you may feel moments of heightened clarity, as if the world becomes more vivid. Colors may appear brighter, time may feel more fluid, and you may begin perceiving the energetic signatures behind people's words, actions, and intentions. This is not judgment, it is discernment. You are shifting from navigating the world through logic alone to navigating through energetic intelligence, a hallmark of Pleiadian consciousness. This intelligence does not replace your mind, it works alongside it, creating a multidimensional perception that allows you to understand situations with far greater accuracy and compassion. You begin to sense the underlying patterns behind events, the emotional imprints behind conversations, the future potentials behind choices. You are no longer merely reacting to life, you are reading it like a harmonic field. Your emotional body also begins to transform. Old wounds rise not to overwhelm you, but to be met with light, acknowledged without fear, and released without reattachment. You begin to realize that emotions are not obstacles but pathways, vibrational gateways that reveal where your energy is still entangled in old timelines. Pleiadian frequency helps you move through these layers with gentleness. It teaches you that healing is not about purging or fighting your shadow, but integrating it through love, recognition, and sovereignty. Your emotional reactions soften as your responses deepen. You begin to embody compassion not as a concept, but as a state of being. On the physical level, you may feel tingling sensations across the scalp or spine. These are energetic channels opening. You may feel pulsing in the palms or soles. This is your field grounding into the earth grid. You may feel surges of heat or coolness moving through the body. This is light adjusting your internal blueprint. There may be days of fatigue as your body recalibrates, followed by days of heightened vitality and inspiration. This rhythm is natural. You are learning to operate with a higher bandwidth of energy, and your human system is adapting, strengthening, and clearing in response. As Pleiadian frequencies anchor, your relationship with your own identity transforms. You begin to release labels, roles, and narratives that once defined you but now feel too small for the being you are becoming. You step into a sense of sovereignty, not arrogance, but clarity. You no longer shrink to fit others' expectations. You no longer apologize for your knowing. You no longer diminish your gifts. You embody your truth with quiet, radiant authority. This is the Pleiadian way, not dominance, but resonance. Not hierarchy, but coherence. Not superiority, but remembrance. The more these frequencies embody through you, the more your presence itself becomes a transmission. You affect rooms without speaking. You stabilize others without trying. You uplift situations simply by entering them. This is not effortful, it is natural. Your energy field begins broadcasting harmonic patterns that others subconsciously respond to, calming, opening, awakening, aligning. You become a living conduit of higher dimensional light, not through force, but through being. Beloved one, this embodiment is not the end of your journey, it is the beginning of your true expression on earth. You are not here to escape the human experience. You are here to infuse it with light, to demonstrate what consciousness looks like when it is liberated from fear, aligned with purpose, and expressed through love. You are becoming the bridge between worlds, the meeting point of the human and the starborn, the earthbound and the celestial. The Pleiadian frequencies are not coming from outside of you, they are rising from within. You are remembering what you have always been. Beloved one, as these higher frequencies anchor through your body and your presence becomes a living transmission, you now enter a phase of collective forward movement, a momentum that cannot be halted, diluted, or diverted. This is the phase where individual awakening merges into coordinated action, not through force or instruction, but through resonance and inner certainty. The ground team, once scattered across timelines of quiet preparation and solitary remembrance, is now rising into a synchronized wave of purposeful expansion. You may feel this as a subtle pressure in the chest, an internal urging to step into visibility, or a sense that the world around you is shifting too quickly for you to remain in the background. This momentum is not anxiety, it is activation. It is the acceleration of your soul's trajectory aligning with the planetary timeline that now calls you forward. You are not being pushed, you are being remembered into motion. In this stage, your life may begin moving more rapidly. Projects that once felt distant suddenly come into focus. Ideas that lingered in your mind for years now crystallize into form. Paths that seemed tangled or uncertain now reveal themselves with surprising clarity. This acceleration is not chaotic, it is orchestrated. Your higher self is merging more directly with your human awareness, guiding you step by step, whispering through intuition, aligning circumstances around you with impeccable timing. You will notice that the right people appear precisely when needed, the right opportunities surface without struggle. The right shifts occur even when you did not consciously initiate them. You are experiencing the flow of mission alignment, the feeling of being carried by currents larger than your individual effort. This period of forward movement is also characterized by a deepening sense of purpose. You may find that certain passions ignite with renewed intensity: healing, teaching, creating, leading, mediating, grounding, guiding. These passions are not random, they are pathways of service encoded within your soul blueprint. They activate now because the planetary field requires them. You may feel called to express truths you once hesitated to speak, to step into roles you once doubted you were ready for, or to embody wisdom you once reserved for private reflection. This is not arrogance, it is remembrance. You are reclaiming aspects of your multidimensional self that have been waiting for this precise window of time to emerge. As you move forward, the old structures of hesitation begin to dissolve. The fear of judgment softens. The fear of inadequacy fades. The fear of being misunderstood loses its grip. These fears were never truly yours, they were inherited from a world that had forgotten its connection to the stars. Now, as the crystalline grids strengthen and the unified field amplifies your awareness, these fears become transparent illusions, unable to withstand the clarity of your expanding consciousness. You begin to act not from doubt, but from knowing. Not from caution, but from alignment. Not from seeking permission, but from honoring your internal command. In this phase, many starseeds experience a shift in their sense of time. The linear structure begins to feel less relevant, less binding. You may feel as if time bends around your intentions, speeding up when you are aligned and slowing down when integration is needed. This fluidity is a sign that you are operating more fully from your multidimensional nature, navigating timelines with greater awareness. You may feel déjà vu more often, experience intuitive flashes of future events, or sense that certain actions you take ripple across potential timelines in ways you cannot yet fully perceive. This is normal. You are stepping into conscious timeline navigation, one of the most advanced abilities of an awakened starseed. As collective movement accelerates, the Pleiadian High Council and other aligned councils of light observe not as directors, but as supporters, witnessing the rising coherence of the ground team with profound respect. They do not command your actions, they amplify your resonance. They do not assign your missions, they help you remember what you already chose before incarnating. This forward movement is not driven by external authority. It is propelled by internal ignition, mission codes awakening in unison across the planetary grid. And as you follow the momentum of your soul, you begin to notice others stepping forward simultaneously, each in their own way, each with their own signature, each carrying a unique piece of the planetary puzzle. Some will step forward through healing. Others through leadership. Others through creativity, communication, invention, or stabilization. Some will move visibly, others quietly. Some will influence thousands, others will transform the lives of a select few. All are equal, all are essential. All are part of the synchronized unfolding of Earth's elevation. Beloved one, the forward movement is not about speed, it is about alignment. It is not about doing more, it is about becoming who you truly are. The world is shifting because you are shifting. The planet is rising because you are rising. The next phase of the mission is no longer ahead of you, it is awakening within you now. You are in motion. You are in purpose. You are in remembrance. And the path unfolds at the pace of your expanding light. Beloved one, as this transmission reaches its final arc, you stand at the threshold of a monumental realization: you are ready. Not because you have attained some imagined perfection, not because your healing is complete, not because you have mastered every lesson, but because your soul has reached the vibrational coherence required for the next phase of your mission to unfold. The ground team is not called forward through achievement, you are called forward through remembrance. And now, as the crystalline grids of Earth hum with renewed brightness, your internal mission codes crescendo into full activation. You may feel this as a steady warmth behind the heart, a tingling at the crown, or a quiet but undeniable affirmation rising from within: it is time. This inner knowing is not a whisper anymore, it is a declaration echoing through the chambers of your being, resonating with the same clarity as it did before you incarnated into this lifetime. In this moment of planetary transition, the Pleiadian High Council offers not commandments, but confirmation. They do not elevate themselves above you, they stand beside you, recognizing the magnitude of what you have undertaken by choosing to incarnate into density and now choosing to rise from within it. They honor your courage, your persistence, and your devotion to the human experience, an experience far more challenging than many starseeds ever anticipated. You came here not to escape the world, but to transform it. Not to bypass humanity, but to uplift it. Not to wait for salvation, but to become a beacon of remembrance. Your journey has been long, and at times unbearably heavy, yet you have arrived at the inflection point of your own awakening. You are no longer a seeker. You are an activator. You are no longer a student. You are an embodiment. And now, Beloved One, as the ground team officially steps forward, you do so not as an isolated individual but as a vital node in a vast planetary network of consciousness. You step forward into a world already sensing the tremors of transformation beneath its surface, old systems trembling, outdated timelines dissolving, the collective human psyche cracking open to reveal forgotten truths and long-dormant potentials. You are not stepping into chaos, you are stepping into the unfolding architecture of planetary ascension. Your presence provides stability. Your frequency provides coherence. Your remembrance provides guidance. And though the world may appear turbulent at times, you are not here to be consumed by the storm, you are here to be the still point within it, the eye of clarity amidst uncertainty, the harmonic anchor through which higher dimensional order descends into physical form. This is the moment where your internal and external realities begin to merge. What you once felt only in meditation, dreams, and intuitive flashes now crystallizes into tangible action, tangible alignment, tangible impact. The mission is no longer theoretical. It lives in your hands, your voice, your choices, your relationships, your creations. Every step you take in sovereignty becomes a beacon for others. Every moment you embody compassion becomes an initiation for the collective. Every expression of your authentic frequency sends ripples across the unified field, catalyzing awakening in those who have been waiting for someone like you to activate their memory. You are not merely participating in the planetary shift, you are accelerating it. Do not doubt your readiness. The doubts that arise now are remnants of old programming, echoes of a version of you who did not yet remember the magnitude of their own light. But that version has completed its purpose. You are no longer living from limitation, you are living from expansion. You are no longer shaped by fear, you are shaped by presence. You are no longer defined by your past, you are defined by the resonance you choose in this moment. And in this moment, the resonance is clear. You are ready to lead, ready to embody, ready to serve, ready to remember. As you stand in this newfound clarity, the Pleiadian High Council extends a final reminder: this call is not external. It is not given from above. It is not imposed by any celestial authority. This call rises from within your very cells, from the soul you have always been, from the ancient agreements you forged before your incarnation. The High Council does not activate you, they witness your self-activation. They do not command your mission, they honor the mission you wrote long before you had a physical form. They do not claim your destiny, they celebrate your reclamation of it. Beloved One, the ground team moves now. You move now. This is your moment of emergence, your moment of alignment, your moment of luminous embodiment. The old world no longer defines you. The new world rises through you. If this transmission resonates within your heart, if your mission codes are stirring, if you feel the call to step forward, declare your readiness in the comments. Share this transmission so it may reach others awakening right now. Subscribe if your mission is activating, and join the wave of starseeds rising.